Did you fight with Italy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What year was that? I wonder.
Well, I arrived in England 42.
Oh, interesting.
This is the quilting. Yeah.
I'm one of the few
I don't think I want to learn anymore.
Canadians that carries the initials CD after my name.
And what does that stand for?
Let us know what it is.
And
I'll give you my card.
I also wear
In case
the Defense of England medal.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What do those initials stand for?
Canadian Decoration.
Oh, I see. So where else did you fight?
it's Mervyn Beverly.
We, the end of December, beginning of January of 44, 45, we were packing up. We came by lock, stock, and barrel, tanks and everything, over to France. We motored up through France and joined in Belgium the rest of the Canadian Army. And it was in Holland. What action I seen after we joined the rest of the Canadians was in Holland.
Oh, I see. And what did you think of all that? Was it a frightening time for you?
Eh?
Was it a frightening time for you?
How scared were you?
Yes and no. That's a bit the best way I can describe it.
A lot of veterans feel that way when I ask that question.
But one thing, we were all volunteers. We put our name on the line on our own free will, which makes me proud of the rest of my fellow Canadians.
Very nice.
What does it mean to you to have this quilt given to you?
Right now, I can't express my feelings.
It means a lot.
Oh, definitely.
A lot of hard work.
It means my own place where I was born recognizes what I did.
That's very important, isn't it?
It is. A lot of people don't realize that we were all volunteers. But I was. When I first went over to England, I was a qualified tank all-around instructor. I knew everything there was to know about a tank.
Wow.
I was held back in England when the first and fifth day of sail for the Mediterranean. And whenever there was a draft in England to regiments in England, if my name was on it, it was cancelled.
Show her the vehicle you used to drive.
That's what I worked in. That's a reconnaissance, armored reconnaissance vehicle.
Oh, and that's what you used to drive?
No, I was a gunner.
Oh my gosh. That is scary to me.
This is a later model of what I was in, but it's the same vehicle.
What's it called?
A Staghound armored car.
Oh.
A sky column.
This thing could do 80 miles an hour ahead or back.
Really?
I've never heard of
Wow.
that.
because of our job.
How many people would be in it? 5.
We did- this is what we call a crew commander.
Oh, okay.
Then inside the turret is a wireless operator and a gunner. Down here in this part, there's the driver plus the spare driver.
Oh, okay.
And everybody in this vehicle could do the other person's job.
Internet.
Oh, okay.
You had to be able to.
You had to be able to.
If this guy got bumped off,
She does so.
I was the next show. I took over his job.
Oh, okay.
And the wildest man, he took over my job as a gunner. And the spare driver, he come up, took over as a wireless man.
What was your official title in the war?
Just a trooper.
A trooper? Could you give us your full name for the viewers, please?
James Henry Lennox, C.D.
And where were you from before you went to war? Where were you born? What's your history before the war?
The 4th line of Mono on a farm.
Right. So you were a farmer who went to war as a young man.
Farmer boy.
A farmer boy.
Farmer's son.
As far as we're knowing much about the world, I was a greenhorn. But once I got sent over to England, I wasn't a rookie very long.
You learned pretty quick, didn't you?
Yes. One thing I get, the other people hearing what I'm saying, well then I would say this is important. Every man taking this training, towards the end of the basic training, you had to go through the gas chamber.
Oh my gosh.
There was 2 types of war gas, mustard and D&M, which is a choking gas. That was the one we had to go through. And we had to take our respirators off so we could get a good smell in case we ever ran into it. We know what was up. Because both sides had gas,
Oh, I see now.
but nobody would use it.
Out of your war history, what are you most proud of?
My service.
Good answer. Would you do it all again if you had the chance?
I'd have to be in the condition that I was back then. But I went through, I had a tooth out on the Thursday afternoon. Friday morning, I went through the gas chamber. And so I was sitting out in my bunk at noon hour on Friday, and the boy said, I just keeled over.
Wow.
They didn't know what was wrong, and we were only a very short distance from the hospital, just over a block. Instead of them taking time to phone for an ambulance, some of them grabbed a hold of me, carried me over.
Wow.
Of course, I was out. I didn't even know anything about that. But I do know that there was a nurse stationed at the side of my bed from I got into the hospital because my temperature,
Oh,
and they didn't know what they were fighting.
right.
And she couldn't even go to the washroom unless somebody there would take her place. As I say, I passed out at noon on the Friday. I didn't come to till midnight Monday.
That's a long time.
And then what happened in that period, I don't know.
I guess we're just glad you came back.
And the end of the week after I got out of the hospital, we all came back to Borden. And the boys practically carried me from the camp down to the train station.
Wow.
They said, "You're coming with us?" They told me before we even left the camp, "If we even have to carry you down, you're still coming with us. We're not leaving you here." It was in Fort Prairie, Manitoba.
Wow. After the war, did you come back to Canada and settle down?
Yes.
Did you get married?
I came home in February 46.
Oh.
We were given a month's leave before we had to report back to be discharged.
Was it a little bit strange when you came home after being in a war environment? Must have been a shock for you.
Jim, is that quilt too hot? Yeah.
No, I'm very glad that I joined up because I learned more than any professor or any college or anything could teach me about the country that Germany overran. I seen firsthand how the ordinary people had to make out.
Wow.
And I did not want to see our Canadian people go through the same thing. I do wear 7 medals.
There we go.
2 stars.
This is a 1939-40, it used to be 1939-43 star, and they extended
You
it
want to get
to
Deanna's
the
number?
end of the war.
Get
This
Deanna's
one here-
contact?
It's for the Italian campaign, the Italian Star. This is the French and German Star. This is for the defense of England. And this is the Voluntary Service Medal and clasp, which represents I was a volunteer for overseas.
Right.
This is the Victory Medal. And this is the CED.
Canadian decoration.
Canadian decoration.
Yeah.
You must be very proud.
I have altogether 29 years service in.
29 years? Wow.
I got out in 46. In 49, I was back in the militia.
Oh. Why did you decide to go back?
Well, I wanted to volunteer for the Korean War. And the wife said, "I'm not going to stop you. If you want to go, you can go. But I won't be here when you come back."
Oh,
And I had a son by then,
yeah.
3-year-old son. So that put Korea out. So I was already in a militia unit at the time.
Oh, I see.
And I went with no rank at all when I joined to become a regimental quartermaster.
pretty impressive.
And I was given a choice. Because of my age, I could either accept what we called a dead rank or out. A dead rank meant I would be a full lieutenant, but I could, if I stayed another 10 years, I'd still be a lieutenant. I could not move up,
Oh,
and I would not take it.
you made that choice.
Yes.
Good job. And you don't regret it.
No, I don't.
That's excellent. Smile. This has been a wonderful opportunity meeting you, and it's an honor meeting you. This is Alex Scher for the Shelburne Freelancer.